What's up, guys? Jacob Paul, age 12, and welcome to something a little bit different than I normally do. Today, I'm going to be doing my very first ever tier list video. And are y'all proud of me? I'm doing actual YouTuber stuff. It's absolutely mind blowing. So, I figured out how to. So I'm trying to start recording more on my computer as of late. I normally record stuff on my PS4. That's also great, but I just want to try adding some more of this into my daily recording sessions. But what better way to start with a topic or game series that I am most comfortable with? It's a game series that's infamous for destroying friendships. Yes, no, it's not Smash Bros. Although we might do Smash Bros. Next. But it's the Mario Kart series. I think we all have played these in our lives at some point. Basically, if you're a person out there who says you never played a Mario Kart game in your life, those people are lying. They just don't want to admit it. Also, I want to give a shout out. Yeah, I'm on tiermaker.com. I will give a shout out to the person who made this tier list. Yeah, please follow Jack OYT on Twitter. Alright, so let's get started here. Basically, we're doing the mainline series games. We're not doing the arcade titles. Mostly because they're like spin-offs. So, yeah. It's mostly the mainline ones, but we might do these for like a topic that's not, we might do it for a game that's not here. And also, he said the Mario Kart 8 and 8 Deluxe are classified as one game, but I want to try classifying it as like separates. So how would I do it separate? So, yeah, I feel like we could just do this because it kind of, but let's do Mario Kart Arcade GPDX, mostly because it looks like Mario Kart 8 symbol. Like the DX kind of looks more DX than this or something. I don't know. So let's get started with Super Mario Kart. That's right, guys. We're going in chronological order here. I actually played this recently on the Switch. With the Switch SNES application, and I think it's pretty good Mario. It's like a pretty solid Mario Kart title, and I feel like people in the comments are gonna be like, I feel like people who do this tier list actually is like, oh well, it's old and it's not as like it's very very pixelated. But like, well, from 1992, this was beyond amazing for a Super Nintendo. Think about it, we got like games like Star Fox and Yoshi's Island that could stretch. Like, I like how when you turn, the camera is always moving with you. Always so high action, keeps it intense. That's some great stuff that they're doing on the Super Nintendo. It's very, very impressive. But the one complaint I have about this game is the tracks are very, very basic. There's a couple tracks that look the same, and that's not something I like. So it's not definite S tier, but I'm gonna put it in A tier. Mostly because I have that respect for it. It's the first game in the series. It definitely left a lasting impact on the SNES and gaming as a whole. And thanks to this, and also without Super Mario Kart, we want to get any of these other games. So I think that's something we have to give it respect. Also, it's a pretty good game. This is where I'm gonna start making enemies. We're doing Mario Kart 64 on the Nintendo 64. Now, I know this game has its fans, and people say that it's always the greatest Mario Kart game to date. I'm not gonna argue with these people. I'm definitely not gonna argue. I know, I care about how it defies your childhood, about your brand new Nintendo 64 that get on Christmas. Oh, by the way, has anybody gotten a Nintendo 64 on Christmas? Like back in the 1990s? I feel like that's always a concept. That's like the top holiday item. And every kid on the block, they said, what do you got for Christmas? I got a Nintendo 64. Me too. Yay. It's like that. I don't get it, but that's actually kind of impressive. Like, I'm like, if you all got the same thing for Christmas, then that's great. I greatly enjoyed that. But that's not what we're talking about. How about Mario Kart 64? I get it. I have respect for his game, but I don't love it as much as the rest of the games in the series. Like, for one, it's like it's the like everything, like the character models look like they're made out of Play-Doh. You know what's weird? Like, it didn't age as well. That's why they look like Play-Doh, and it's kind of weird. It's absolutely, like, I don't say it's weird. It's kind of like it didn't age well. So I won't knock it down as much. But also, it's not as competitive as the other games in the series. And yes, it gave us Block Fort. And it's so great that no other Mario Kart battle track has topped it since. But I want to give it the... I want to put Mario Kart 64 in the C tier. Mostly because it's not as competitive. Because I like my Mario Kart games competitive. And I feel like Nintendo was like, oh no, we're ruining friendships. They're ruining friendships, and they, like, I feel like they got two friends into, like, a lab, and they literally have Mario Kart, and they were playing it, and then they started taking notes, and, like, oh my god, they were once friends and now they're fighting. Oh my god, what is happening? And, like, a whole huge brawl breaks out. And I feel like Nintendo took notes of that, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna tone it down a little bit, keep it fair for everybody. And I'm like, yeah, that's the whole point, you know? That's the whole point. Yeah. Yeah, Mario Kart 64 in the C tier. And also, I'm not going to explain the rules what a tier list is. I think we all know what a tier list is. Like, S being God, A being amazing, B being great, C being good. I feel like people are going to complain about this. That I put it in the C tier. Like, C is good. It's just not my preferred Mario Kart. D being okay, and F being awful. Being awful, falafel. I don't know why I just said that, but that's why that's why I'm putting it. Next up is Mario Kart Super Circuit on the Game Boy Advance. Now, I like Nintendo's premise with this game because it's all in the style of Mario Kart 64. I like that. That's a good. I mean, I'm not gonna complain about that right now. I have no complaints about that. But for one thing that I do like is how they put Mario Kart on a handheld. That's, like, very impressive, and you can take it on the go. And try putting it on, like, I think a Game Boy Advance SP with, like, a little backup light. It looks so good. It looks so good, and honestly, it's, like, it's really great. I have a lot of respect because of the technology in it to make it possible. That's why we have future handheld titles like Mario Kart Double, like, DS and 7. And possibly 8, because it's on the Switch. I mean, Switch has the whole premise of it is, like, take it on the go and in your house. So I'm gonna give Mario Kart Super Circuit an A tier. It deserves an A tier, but I don't like it as much as Super Mario Kart, and because it's like one of the harder games in the series, and also the control. I'm not a big fan of the controls in this one, but I think the controls on the Super Nintendo version are better than the ones on the Game Boy Advance. I'm sorry. Next up is Mario Kart Double Dash. Double Dash is a classic that everybody fondly remembers, and it's great. It's like the only Mario Kart game that you control two people in the cart. Like, one will be driving and the other one's handling the items. That's such a very, very unique mechanic that I wish they brought back in future titles. And guess what? They haven't. So I'm wishing they do, like, a Double Dash mode or something in it. But I was gonna put it in the A tier, but now it's like they haven't brought it back. But I want to put it in the B tier. It's mostly because they haven't brought it back, and I mean, I was gonna say it didn't age well, but honestly, it looks great. It looks absolutely fantastic on the GameCube. I feel like all GameCube games look fantastic. You know, Sunshine looks fantastic. Wind Waker looks fantastic. Like, now then, you know. So yeah. Next up is Mario Kart DS. It's the only. I really just want. I feel like everybody was playing at the time I was born. I think it came out as the same couple months. I remember people having their DSs and playing Mario Kart DS. And I think have a couple friends who have a DS back in the day, and I was playing on my old brother's one, my brother's old DS, and that was very, very fun. And I always remember that. Also, it's the first Mario Kart game that actually has like online support, but via the Nintendo DS online stuff. And also, they discontinued this, I think, maybe 3 years ago. It's pretty recent. But the online lack something. Like, I'm not saying the online is bad. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna say that I think the game you play as like 12. So you play as 12 racers, including Rob the robot, which is kind of weird. Basically, this thing did a very good Smash reveal before Smash reveals were a thing. So, but like you only allowed to have 3 people play with you online. Like like this, like it has the LAN play where you can hook up like I think like 16 GameCubes together, and all 16 of your buddies can play it in like teams. I think that I think I'm not 100% sure. I haven't tried the LAN play out, but I heard it's very, very, very great. But I want to put Mario Kart DS in the A tier, but I want to put it like behind Mario Kart, Super Mario Kart. It beats Super Circuit because it looks actually very nicer. It looks really, really good. And also does it beat it just because the nostalgia factor, and this impacted a lot of people. So I don't even know. Next up is Mario Kart Wii. I think this is like one of my very first ever Mario Kart games I ever played. I played this before I played Mario Kart DS online. So yeah, I have a lot of respect for Mario Kart Wii. I remember all sorts of things about it. How I played it with my brother and my sister and my cousins. You know, because of this game, I love the Mario Kart series with a passion. However, as I played it again, I think it's 2021, so I think I haven't played it since like 8 years ago. 8 or 9 years ago. Like, holy crap. That was a while. And I remember so much about it. At those nostalgia factors coming in. But here's the thing. I get all the complaints. Like, for one, the items are very unbalanced. Like, in one race I did recently was, I was in first place, I got a blue shell, very basic. And then I got hit with a thundercloud. Well, no, it was thundercloud last. So wait, it was a red shell, and then I got hit with a green shell, and I got hit with a lightning bolt, and I got squished. Well, squished part was not there, but I feel like after that I got squished. So yeah, blue shell, red shell, a green shell. It's just not balanced. Like in the newer ones, like when you get hit with something, you get like some time to heal, and when you get hit with something that you already got hit with, it doesn't matter with you. It doesn't matter. And also, the battle modes are in teams, and that's not something great. That's not like it's okay, but honestly, I like the traditional battle mode where you have it's always every man for himself. I don't want to team up with like people that I just don't not that I just you know, I like the more traditional style of battle mode than I like this one. So I'm gonna put Mario Kart Wii high B tier. It's deserving of a high B tier. It beats Double Dash because I have a lot more nostalgia factor for it than with Double Dash. Alright, next up is Mario Kart 7. I have a lot of good memories with this one. I remember I haven't got a DS. I mean 3DS because they had like that huge price drop, but that huge price, and it was like I forgot what it was, but they had a massive price drop, and I'm like, oh my god, that's pretty good. But I got it in like Christmas, and one of the first games I rented was Mario Kart 7, and I think it's very outstanding. Of course, it's the first Mario Kart game where it introduces paragliding, and also you can drive underwater. And that's a big improvement in the series. But it had stuff. Oh wait, hold on. But here's the thing. Here's what I'm gonna rank it. I'm gonna rank it low B tier, mostly because I gave it high praises. But for me, they introduced a mechanic that would be more noticeable in the later Mario Kart games. With Double Dash, you basically introduced a mechanic once and then never brought it again, making it a lot more worthwhile in my opinion. So don't get the hate. Right now it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but here's the thing. I want to talk about the regular Mario Kart 8 for a second. I want to use Mario Kart Arcade GB DX. Just pretend this is Mario Kart 8 for a second. The regular Mario Kart 8. So Mario Kart 8. It docks 2 points for me. The one thing, it's good. They introduced anti-gravity. That's swell. But in my opinion, I think we all agree, they screwed up the battle mode. Like, why would you screw up the battle mode? It's so simple. Like, the tracks they use are not battle mode tracks. They're basically regular tracks, and they called it a battle mode. That's just basically, I think that's pretty much lazy in my opinion. Why, Nintendo? Why? Except, this is my personal opinion. So, yeah. Like I said, it goes, Mario Kart 8 right here, Mario Kart 8, goes here. It's below Mario Kart 7, mostly because it's high graphic on the Wii U. That's like the only thing I think I most remember for it. It's like very great on the Wii U. It was pretty gorgeous. Alright. Now we're on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe S tier. Do I really need to say more? It cleaned up Mario Kart 8's crap. Not only it looks so much nicer on the Switch, it's, oh my god. They cleaned up the battle mode, making it so nice, and they introduced a lot more characters, added all the DLC included, including the Inklings from Splatoon, and had their own little battle mode named after an Urchin Underpass, named after one of the arenas that you can play in Splatoon. So I think that's very clever, and one of the first ever Wii U ports to the Switch. And the last one being Bowser's Fury, Super Mario 3D World, which I'm currently playing right now, so that's honestly great. Thanks to the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Wii U ports cannot exist on the Switch. So that's a round of applause right there. Next up is Mario Kart Tour for iOS and Android. Now, I have a love-hate relationship with Mario Kart Tour. I get it, it's for your phone, but like I know they added some improvements. Like I think you actually use you always have to hold your phone like upright. You can't like tilt it and like drive it like every single phone driving game in the in the App Store. But basically it's mostly a gotcha thing. Like a new thing comes out, like let's say Santa Mario, and they basically like, here's a ruby and you put it in the pipe and here's a chance you might get it. But here's the thing, there's a chance you might get it. And basically it's encouraging you to pay more just to get just one thing that you need. And basically every single race you play, it's all high score based. So basically Nintendo, basically they did this with Dr. Mario World, and that's why I don't play that game. It's basically, and also when you run out, you have to spend real world currency just to get more rubies, just get characters. So basically, Nintendo just walked down the infamous path that all other big corporations do: big market cash grabs. That's a D tier. I'm not apologizing. I know it has its fans. It's just not for me. No. Speaking of games that are not for me, we have Mario Kart Live Home Circuit that was released, I think a couple months ago in 2020, like October 2020. I get it, the technology is killing it. Like you have these little cars with a little camera attached to it, and then you drive it around with actual controllers and watching them go and playing it on the TV while it's racing. and you could set up your own little tracks, and that's great. It's just I don't think it's $100, right? For all this stuff, it's not. I mean, I admit the technology is impressive, but why would I spend $100 for something I just like? Yeah, why would I spend $100? That's kind of a cheap market thing, in my opinion. But now, of course, for one thing, is that like I've seen a lot of videos on it, and pets go nuts for it. They did not like it. They was saying this as a. Sometimes they mess it up, and it's kind of ridiculous. But also, it doesn't add that much replay value that I like in any other Mario Kart game. And for that, it's the only Mario Kart game right now that gets the F tier. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not for me. No, not for me. But with Mario Kart 2, I played it for a while until I got bored of it. And with Mario Kart Live, I'm not playing ever because I don't want to spend $100. Maybe it's because of my old greed, but I don't know. But here it is, guys. This is my Mario Kart games tier list. I hope y'all enjoyed it. And also, what is your favorite game in the series? Let me know in the comments down below. And where would y'all rate these? Where would you rate all these games? Please let me know. Also, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. And also, what game series y'all want me to do next? I can basically rank anything at this point, so yeah. So make sure y'all think about that. And also make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Peace!